Hello friends, I have briefly covered my story in a couple of my books. However, I haven't ever shared the raw and abridged version. Like many others, I faced chronic cycles of adversity in my youth, and the psychological trauma led to the manifestation of physical symptoms, also known as psychosomatic conditions. I would confidently move forward in a direction and discovered hidden fears that underscored my outcomes. No one wants to experience recurring saboteurs or feel defeated in their best efforts. My experience isn't unique, as I've also worked as a therapist and learned that trauma was underpinning the majority of our chief issues. We've all faced hardships. However, if the trapped emotion isn't fully processed and healed, it will be stored. As the author famously quoted, "The body keeps score." For instance, a malignant tumor was discovered in my throat at a young age and then surgically removed. It returned in my 30s. This recurring pattern in my thyroid taught me that I needed to open my throat chakra to give voice to specific matters without the oppression that many women have suffered for centuries. But these ancestral cycles are encoded in our programming, combined with childhood trauma and epigenetic imprints that result in our psychological programming, which commonly results in this mind-body holistic connection. This initiated my career in the healing profession as a holistic practitioner and in holistic psychology. As we're all aware, the cancer is systemic, and if the internal programming hasn't been entirely processed or addressed, there's a higher probability of it returning. Therefore, later in my adult life, 2 malignant tumors returned. I did what I could to take natural approaches to heal it, and in 2017, I decided to take a deeper dive to completely heal it naturally by unpacking my subconscious programming and taking a closer glance at my psychology. Shortly after, I healed the tumors with successful recovery in my natural approach. Therefore, I compiled a step-by-step healing system of the same approach I used to fully transmute specific conditions and core encoded subconscious programming in a 7-step panacea workbook. It helps to simplify this deeper inner work that most folks want to avoid doing, with therapeutic exercises, meditation, and proven psychotherapy questions to guide anyone to their own answers, to recode internal programming and upgrade their psychology to improve overall neurochemistry and produce positive results. My twin sister and I have since shared our system with others around the globe that too have expressed their success stories with their primary chief problem. Many reported healed circumstances and creating significant outcomes by recoding the epigenetic patterns and programming, such as safe marriages, including success in their health, mental or physical, finances, career, overcoming depression, suicide ideation, abuse, and profound grief from the loss of loved ones, by also improving outlook and producing those positive neurochemicals such as serotonin and dopamine. It's a panacea workbook because it can be a utility to address, reframe, and overcome any challenge no matter the circumstance. So I want to share this therapeutic workbook for those who need to restore hope and want to overcome the programming that keeps recycling and preventing anyone from advancing beyond those challenging limitations. So this is my investment in your success. I'll leave a link in the description below to access the 7-step workbook, which can also be used with clients for months of therapeutic sessions, whether in group, private, or workshop settings, to help the client advance to the next level. Or you can access a free sample workbook that you can do in 10 minutes or less, and I will provide that in the description box for you as well. As a holistic practitioner, I subscribe to the idea that once trauma has manifested physically, that now we need to address both the mind and body for complete integration to occur. So along with the workbook, to optimize results, we know mushrooms have long been touted for their healing properties, which include aiding in weight loss, depression and anxiety, improving sleep, fighting cancer, boosting the immune system, improving focus, and even promoting healing. It's also high in probiotics to support the gut lining and healthy bacteria for optimal microbiome. It's excellent for heart and brain health. Mushrooms are also a good source of B vitamins for the cell growth and formation. 5 of the healthiest mushrooms are shiitake, reishi, maitake, turkey tail, and primarily lion's mane, to help promote neurogenesis and enhance memory. So as you're doing the workbook, you can light up new neural circuitry to increase focus and the neurogenesis for the growth and development of new nerve tissue and neural pathways. No longer ruminating on old past programming with this healing system. It's the magic pair or magic elixir. Neurogenesis equals new and better outcomes. But use discretion because I'm a holistic practitioner and not an expert to speak to the topic of medicinal or magic, also known as psychedelic mushrooms, or even delineate beyond that. So please comment if you gained value or have any inquiries or feedback regarding this program. And thank you so much for joining me.